Welcome viewers to the Saturday, July 8th edition of 24 Media's Weekend News. I am Kamal Haynes. We're leading our weekend roundup. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force is making progress in their investigations into last Saturday's robbery of the House of Luxury Jewelry Store at the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force gave the confirmation on Tuesday in a media release stating that detectives within their Criminal Investigations Department are tracking several leads but are unable to disclose any details at this time. Well, the police said they were alerted around 2 p.m. on Saturday of the incident and gave an account of what the initial investigations revealed. But they said, and I quote, "Employees of the store reported that two armed masked persons entered the store dressed in all white. One assailant proceeded to remove jewelry from the showcases and both fled the scene toward the parking lot with a quantity of the store's merchandise. The value of the stolen items is determined at this time." One of the perpetrators discharged a firearm while outside the compound. However, no injuries were reported, end quote. The law enforcers also confirmed reports of gunshots fired near Road Reef and a Stickett in Longlock close to the time of the robbery. The police continue to encourage all potential witnesses of the incidents on Saturday to be forthcoming with any information that can assist their investigations. On to some good news reported this week where Roshanio Pope of Longlock, who was reported missing, was found. The 20-year-old reported to the police station around 11 a.m. on Tuesday, July 4th, after he was first reported missing by family members on June 29th. What a report from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force said that officers at the station noted that Pope was unharmed and appeared in good health. He offered a brief explanation as to his whereabouts during the search period, end quote. Well, searches were subsequently carried out at several locations both on Tortola and on Virgin Gorda. Pope was not found at the time, the RVPF added. Well, on to some poker run news where Clifford Thomas won the 2023 One Virgin Islands Poker Run after submitting the best hand of the event, which concluded at the Paradise Bar and Restaurant in Cane Garden Bay last Sunday. One more on this report. Out of the 136 registered persons for the second annual One Virgin Islands Poker Run event, Clifford Thomas had all the luck on his side as he picked up the best hand of the day to walk away with a grand prize of $10,000.
To the stage, the winner of One VM Poker Run 2023 and $10,000. Make some noise for Clifford Thomas!
24 Media spoke to Thomas following the announcement. He said he woke up to the sign of good fortune after viewing the numbers 7-11, which was the main reason behind his attendance to this year's One VI Poker Run.
I didn't expect it. I wake up this morning and I saw 7-11. I wasn't coming poker run. I wake up this morning and see 7-11 and I say I going poker run. 7-11 is luck.
And what was your hand, if you could share the hand that you submitted?
Four kings and a five.
And in terms of, is this your first VI Poker Run, One Virgin Islands Poker Run?
No.
We have a box somewhere.
Okay, and in terms of, you know, what do you intend on doing with that $10,000?
Pay bills. Pay bills.
Runner-up went to Tafara Phillips, who received $4,000, while Romeo Rabsack collected $2,000 for third place, and Angel Barronville $500 for finishing fourth. Prior to the commencement of the event, I caught up with the founder and chairman of the event, Dr. Michael Turnbull, who reminded residents of the main purpose of the event, which is to raise funds to assist schools and, by extension, students that need the financial assistance.
Last year we had over 200 boats, 160 people registered. So as I told the committee, our goal is 100. But before we start with the numbers and all that, we want to give thanks to God for a beautiful day, safe water, safe traversing, and that everybody knows that when we come out today, we're giving back to our future, which is our schools. And we also added a scholarship for HLSCC for the maritime program. So that's why we're here. And I just want to give thanks to God first, and also to all of our sponsors, Paradise, and all the people that made this possible. thank you guys at CCT and 284 Media, our commitment multi-year partner for media and telecommunications. We are just giving thanks to everyone. So we are grateful to all our premier sponsors and everyone here.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. On to some more Poker Run news, where 284 Media's JAVLYN was on the water to take in all the activities of this year's One VI Poker Run event, as participants stuck on the deep blue between the start and the finish of the run. Well, she filed this report.
Spread the word quick.
We are on the water for One VI Poker Run 2023. Right now we are at stop number 1 on Peter Island, Oceanside, and we're gonna check in with the patrons and the organizers to see what the vibe is this year. We're gonna be taking you through the whole event, so you don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. Welcome to stop number 1, One VI Poker Run 2023.
This is the second time, this is our second year. The event has been good so far. We got off to a late start because, you know, here in the PVI, 11 is 11:30. So we started a little late, but we have a lot of boats. Some of the boats came from town because they drove to King and they parked their hand, got a car, go back town and then sail from town here. But we have a lot of participants and it's going great so far. We're just at the first stop, but you can see the excitement. You know, so.
The one going VG, that'll tell you why. Anybody want smoke, they will catch me already. But we have 5 hands playing and we hope to win again.
So, I've been to many poker runs, but this is my first time playing. I have my wristband, I got my card, I picked 2 cards already. I'm not gonna tell you what cards I picked so far, but it's been so well received so far. We've been having a good time. We have the association playing music right now. I hope I win this 10,000 because me and Jack are gonna break down the 10,000 if I win, all right? I want y'all to not miss this next year. So if you didn't come this year, make sure you come out next year. DJ Marley says so. Looking forward for the rest of the day.
You know what? I've been here a million times. It feels good to be back. I'm looking forward to the food and to sit down on King Garden Bay and sleep. But other than that, it's been a good event. No ham, no foul, no fights, no problems, peace, love, everything is good. So I'm just happy to be back. This is my 10th, 12th, I don't know, I can't keep count anymore, but it feels good to be back.
Hello everyone, once again we are at the first stop here at the One VI Poker Run 2023, Ocean 7, Peter Island, Tortola, Virgin Islands, and I'm joined by 3 lovely ladies who are perfectly branded. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves and their team today and tell us about the experience so far.
Hi, Julia Chase, Goalie Consulting. Bestie of Julia Chase from Nemo Jewelers. Ria from Caribbean Sellers.
Ladies, how have you been enjoying the festivities so far?
It's been really fun. It's been a great day. It's hot, but it's hot for a purpose.
And we're thankful that it's hot.
It is exactly.
All right. What do you enjoy most about the One VI Poker Run?
Brings everyone together. You look around and there's just so many different people, different boats, but for one common purpose, which is, you know, the betterment of the BVI, one BVI, and that's very important.
Wonderful. Well, I thank you guys so much for chatting with me. Most importantly, enjoy yourselves and have a safe and enjoyable run. Yes, Virgin Islands and friends, we are here at the One VI Poker Run 2023, our first stop at Peter Island, of course, Ocean 7. Please introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us about your magnificent boat today.
Hey, my name is Kirk. We're from St. Croix, representing St. Croix. It's our 2016 Midnight Express. Sky blue, as you can see. It's just my, you know, a work boat. Just out here to have a little fun today.
Wonderful. And of course, this is the first stop. You're playing your poker run, actually, right?
Yeah.
And how do you find the events going so far?
So far, so good.
Wonderful. Well, I want to wish you guys a safe and enjoyable run. And of course, thank you so much for coming over from St. Croix and enjoying it with us.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You're most welcome.
All right, we have made it to stop number 2. Stop number 2. We are at the Fair Park, and of course, this is just energy out here. Let's check out the crowd and see everything that's going on. All right, so tell us how you're enjoying the day. About the event.
Nice.
in actuality, we have over 130 boats out here now. I know some people are coming along. The energy and the water, everybody's being safe, having fun. We're raising money for a good cause. And you know what? It's good to see us having great fun together, enjoying our waters. We had some tourists that came along and joined us. So, hey, if you haven't, you still have time. We're going to be here next year. We're looking forward to a great time. But it's been great. I don't have to say.
The Dream Man 24 Media. Yo, guys, we are outside One VI Poker Run. The energy is amazing. We're right now here chilling by Tropics. There's a big old foam party going on. We got so many other stops to make. Everybody out there in their numbers, in their colors, in their uniform, in their boats. And everybody just looking to get that grand prize, man. Make sure you head down to the after party at King Garden Bay. Your boy's gonna be live on stage, hosting and giving y'all all the best energy and all the best vibes, man. Summer is here, we outside.
Well, first and foremost, shout out to the One VI Poker Run committee, man. It's a great event, second year. It is hot, which is great, because, I mean, it's good weather, good boats, everybody having safe fun. The Fuse DJs are out in full effect. They always doing the thing, no matter what the location. So shout out to my Fuse DJs, all the people that listen to the Fuse on a day-to-day basis and rock it with us today on this poker run. And of course, all other DJs, the association out here as well. Looking forward to vibe a little bit later on. It's just energy, man, a great event.
All right, we are now coming to you from stop number 4. Now, if you're counting with us, we went 1, 2, 4. So, of course, stop number 3 is missing, but that was the lunch stop. Everybody had to check on their belly. So, we are at stop number 4. Everybody's having a great time. Let's see how the crowd is enjoying things. Right before we head back to King Garden Bay for the final, we find out who won Poker Run 2023.
Man, the event has been good, you know. We're all out having fun, being well, being free. What else can we do?
Put your hand this year in confidence.
Bye. We cut it close. God on my side. We're hoping for the best. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
I've been having a really good time. I've been hanging out on a party boat with some friends. Just been living in the moment. Yeah.
All right, and do you think Poker Run is an event you would come back to?
Yeah, definitely.
Up next, VA actor and producer Sheldon FRETT speaks on Journey, and we head into some sports with Demoy Hodge and more.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Welcome back, viewers. Well, actor and producer Sheldon FRETT recently visited his homeland, the British Virgin Islands, and was the keynote speaker at the Elmo Stout High School 2023 graduation commencement exercise. While here, he sat down exclusively with our Ron Grant to speak about his remarkable journey within the film industry.
My journey as an actor, it started in 2013. Actually, I'm coming up on my 10-year mark. It takes 10 years to be good.
Okay.
And 20 years to be great. So I got a call October 11th. I'll never forget it. October 11th, it was my mom's birthday. October 11th, 2013, I got a call, said I just booked a job for the Get On Up film.
Nice.
And my agent called me and it was like, you know, I had about 4 or 5 auditions previously. They wanted me for like some of the lead roles, but this was my first audition ever, so I didn't have any credits. And my agent called me and she was like, hey, they want you for this specific role. And I was like, okay, so we didn't get the others. You know, in my mind, it wasn't a disappointment because I was just excited to get a role on a major studio film, you know, after my first big shot. And then she whispers on the phone, you're going to be working directly with Viola Davis. And I just lost it. Because as a first-timer, you don't get that opportunity to work with those stars straight out the gate. So my career started in 2013. I was studying previously with a private coach who moved from New York to Tampa, Florida, where I was at the time finishing up my undergrad. So I was training with her for 3 years. She would not let us audition or get out into industry because she knew that it was very important for us to understand the craft first.
Okay.
So my first audition out, the Get On Up film, I got the call, booked that. And then because of that start, my career kind of like skyrocketed out of nowhere, because outside in the world looking in as an actor, the film producers and everybody else, they're looking like, okay, well, here's this newcomer, and how does he get to stand next to Viola Davis, Academy Award winner Viola Davis? So that's where my career started.
He spoke about the experience of having worked with Academy Award winners Viola Davis and the late Chadwick Boseman on the Get On Up project.
So sitting in the trailer, getting my hair and makeup done, the first person I met was Chadwick.
Okay.
And Chadwick was in full James Brown costume, and he walks in and he knew exactly who I was.
Okay.
He knew exactly what time I was filming. He was an extreme professional. And because that's my first time on set, I'm nervous. I'm a little uncomfortable, imposter syndrome, wondering, well, did I deserve this? Or, you know, this is my first time. I've never been on a major motion picture set. It's like, we're talking Hollywood. There's films and then there's studio films.
Gotcha.
So when you get on the studio set and you see all these lights and you see this trailer and someone comes and picks you up from the vehicle and they're like, hey, Mr. Frett, we're going to take you to your trailer. And I'm like, I'm a kid from Tortola. I'm like, what's this?
Right.
You know, I have no idea. And then Chadwick knew that this was my first gig. I don't know how. I guess producers, directors, I made fans. And he came up to me and he was like, in James Brown, you're going to be something, kid. Like literally in character, because he would not break character because it was such a tough role.
Of course.
And I was just blown away by his understanding and empathy for someone like me. So because of that, I have taken that into my career, like making sure that people feel comfortable around me. And then right after that, I sit in the trailer and I'm getting my hair and makeup done, and then Viola Davis walks in, Academy Award winner Viola Davis, and I'm sitting there. And it's hard not to be starstruck because these are like people that I've studied in the journey. And I'm sitting there and she was like, so you're playing my boyfriend, huh? And it just broke the seal. So I like those little icebreakers where these celebrities took their time to let me feel welcome and comfortable. So I take that on my journey. So you'll always get that from me, that humility of them being number one and number two on the call sheet and understanding that this was my first gig. And I didn't even feel like it.
For that full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Now to some sporting news, where in his second appearance for the Los Angeles Lakers basketball franchise, BV Islander Demoy Hodge bettered his previous performance, but on another losing note, as his team fell to the San Antonio Spurs 109-99 at the California Classic Summer League at Golden One Center on Wednesday. Hodge played an estimated 19 minutes of the game and ended with 8 points, converting 50% from the three-point range, netting 2 of 4. With the game witnessed 8 ties and 14 lead changes, but the Spurs maintained the lead throughout the closing 15 minutes of the game. In his previous game against the Miami Heat on Monday, Hodge scored 7 points during his almost 18 minutes on the court, including the Lakers' first three-pointer of the game in a 107-90 loss. Demoy played his opening game of the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas against the Golden State Warriors last night. He will face the Charlotte Hornets on Sunday at around 4 p.m. We will have all the details from those games during our newscast on Monday. The BVI picked up 2 bronze medals at the 2023 Central American and Caribbean Games in San Salvador, El Salvador on Monday, July 3rd. More on this report. Collecting the BVI's first medal of the Games was field athlete Jaimon Gums in the men's shot put event. Throwing on his third attempt, Gums managed a best distance throw of 19.00 meters to secure a bronze behind the Mexican pair of Jairo Moran and Uziel Munoz, who threw 19.18 and 20.81 meters respectively. Also representing the BVI in the shot put event was Olympian Eldred Henry. Henry finished 6th overall with a best throw of 18.12 meters. On the track, sprinter Recoy Brathwaite collected the BVI second bronze medal at the 2023 Central American and Caribbean Games in the men's 100-meter final. After winning his semi-final race in a time of 10.29 seconds, Brathwaite returned to the final and delivered a faster time of 10.26 seconds, tying with silver medalist Jose Gonzalez of the Dominican Republic, but taking the bronze. Emmanuel Archibald of Guyana won the race in 10.24 seconds. Also competing on the track was Beyonce De Freitas, who missed out on a spot in the finals of the women's 100-meter event after placing 4th in her semi-final heat. She ran a time of 11.84 seconds in a race that was won by Leah Bertrand of Trinidad and Tobago in 11.44 seconds. In sailing, laser sailor Todd Letsom created history for the territory, becoming the first sailor from the BVI in 30 years to officially qualify for a Pan American Games. Letsom managed to clinch the only qualifying spot for the Games while competing in the ILCA 7 men's single-handed event on the final day of races on Saturday. He achieved a historic feat after placing second in race number 2 to finish 6th overall in the event. Meanwhile, in archery, Rich Senior Georges had a tough opening in the women's compound individual on Sunday, July 2nd, finishing 28th out of 29 participants. She returned on Monday in the round of 16 and fell to Andrea Bercara of Mexico 148 to 123. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Up next, more sporting news in track and field and softball right after the break.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Welcome back, viewers. National player JAVLYN FRETT was awarded the most valuable pitcher for her exceptional performance at the 2023 King and Queen of the Diamond softball tournament in Phillipsburg, St. Martin, where FRETT collected a total of 10 strikeouts in the tournament, which was held from June 29th to July 3rd. She was invited to play in the tournament by St. Martin's coach Argo Spinners to assist his team in capturing their second consecutive championship. Well, speaking of the experience, JAVLYN revealed that she was initially nervous. She said, and I quote, "Yes, I was invited to play and was a little hesitant at first on what I can bring to the team after hearing that they won the previous year before. But when I arrived at the competition meeting, other players settling in, I saw where I could capitalize and help my team as best as I could with my skill set as a pitcher. I felt really nervous, but thanks to Spinners and their unwavering support and encouragement, I was able to assist them in winning another championship." The King and Queen of the Diamond tournament is a yearly tournament featuring teams from St. Martin, Curacao, Bonaire, and Jamaica at the Little League Spinners at the Little League Stadium in Phillipsburg, St. Martin. Two-time Commonwealth Games champion Kyron McMaster picked up a silver medal in the men's 400-meter hurdles at the 2023 Diamond League in Stockholm, Sweden on Sunday. Running out of lane 7 in tough conditions on a wet track, McMaster clocked a time of 48.94 seconds behind world number 1 ranked Karsten Warholm of Norway, who ran an impressive 47.57 seconds. But the race was obstructed by environmentalist protesters who stood in lanes 6, 4, and 1 near to the finish line. Rasmus Magi of Estonia placed third with a time of 49.09 seconds. Take a look.
Now, McMaster's gone up pretty quickly. He's matching Warholm, left a picture there stride for stride. Warholm, though, with his head up, barrel-chested, punching away down the back straight, looking strong. 150 done. Also going well is Hapio in the headband, third from left, but Warholm now beginning to get some daylight. Great aggressive running from Vaillant in lane 4, and the Frenchman looking fabulous too, but Warholm is away, running blind. He first lane 7, somebody to chase. Here he is in the zone. Tunnel vision for the Norwegian as Hapio really stutters at that one there in the headband, but Warholm now down the home straight has a big lead. Great running from Maggie in lane 3. Watch Warholm, it's getting faster, it's getting bigger, the gap between him and the rest dips at the line. And his time comes up as 47.57. He wins by, well, almost a second and a half from Kyron McMaster, Chris.
Well, on to our final story, where the 2023 Kings and Queens of the Virgin Islands softball tournament kicked off yesterday evening in the BVI. The tournament began with an opening ceremony at the E-Wall in Bruley Ballpark, which followed with the 2 opening games of the tournament. Games will continue today and tomorrow with live coverage on CCT Live channel 284 Media. Well, that's it for today's weekend news. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284 Media and 284 BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again on Monday. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.